وسلم وعلى آله وأصحابه وبارك وسلم. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وزدنا علما يا مقلب القلوب ثبت قلوبنا على دينك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. كيف حالكم؟ الحمد لله. You have more space to the brothers this week? More space? I don't know what happened last week, but anyway. Alhamdulillah. Okay, Bismillah, inshallah. We shouldn't do a few minutes of sarf because I'll start with Quran, inshallah. So a few minutes of sarf. We're just going to revise some of your scales and just do one line of a new scale, inshallah. So Bismillah, fa'ala all together. Fa'ala yufa'ilu taf'ilan mufa'ilun mufa'alun. Fa'il la tufa'il again. فعل يفعل تفعيلا مفعل مفعل فاعل لا تفعل نزل نزل ينزل تنزيلا منزل منزل نزل لا تنزل بشر بشر يبشر تبشيرا مبشر مبشر بشر لا تبشر رتل رتل يرتل ترتيلا مرتل مرتل رتل لا ترتل. Okay, third bab فاعل فاعل يفاعل فعالا مفاعل مفاعل فاعل لا تفاعل again فاعل يفاعل فعالا مفاعل مفاعل فاعل لا تفاعل. One more time. فاعل يفاعل فعالا مفاعل مفاعل فاعل لا تفاعل. جاهد جاهد يجاهد جهادا مجاهد مجاهد جاهد لا تجاهد. حافظ حافظ يحافظ حفاظا محافظ محافظ حافظ لا تحافظ. هاجر هاجر يهاجر هجارا مهاجر مهاجر هاجر لا تهاجر. نافق نافق ينافق نفاقا منافق منافق نافق لا تنافق. قاتل قاتل يقاتل قتالا مقاتل مقاتل قاتل لا تقاتل. Okay, so that was your homework, was to say these smoothly, try and memorize them if possible. Then also the tutors were supposed to go through the third bab answers with you. I know today was a bit interrupted because I tried to do a slot today, but did I do some of it at least? Yes. Okay, so what happens is we'll finish some of that in the tutorial next week, inshallah. So I've asked the tutors to do two things. I asked them to go through the translation with you of these of the worksheet, and I also asked them to recite some of the scales. I also asked them to, I was in two minds about it, but I asked them to keep a register of those who are doing their homework. Now first of all, there's no consequence to it. It's just an added means of pressure. Okay. Is it okay? It's social pressure. There's no consequence, it's just like social pressure. Like, you know, okay. There isn't tick again. Okay. So, so in other words, don't like get like nervous now if you didn't do your homework. The brothers don't get nervous, mashallah. They're very calm human beings. But for the sisters, inshallah, don't get nervous in your homework. They're ticking your name and stuff. There's no consequence. It's just a form of pressure that we're exerting on you, that you may feel a little bit bad, and may motivate you to do your homework, inshallah. What's that?
We're going to leave the mall now.
We'll leave the mall. What mall?
No shopping.
Oh, no shopping. Yeah. Yeah, I actually wanted to give I'm still thinking about it. I wanted to make like stuff you must do, and you get a gift at the end. Like all your bulbs, and you get like a notebook, not a system or something like that. You get a good sister anyway in this class. Like you get like a nice something I don't know. So I'm still thinking about it, inshallah. We're going with more the incentive model rather than the punitive model. So we're thinking about it, inshallah. But what I'm saying is that they're taking your names just for add a bit of heat, inshallah. But there's no consequence. So you can relax. You can still come to class. You're not going to fail. You're not going to not get a certificate or whatever else you're worried about. You're still going to be fine as you were. We're just wanting you to actually invest some time and do some work, inshallah. Okay, if we can quickly, in just about say 3 or 4 minutes, if we can just start the fourth bab. One thing I can say about the fourth bab is that the fourth bab is the most frequent bab in the Quran. So if you were maybe not awake for the rest of it, at least be awake for the fourth bab, inshallah, because it comes very frequently. Okay. So bab number 4 starts af'ala yuf'ilu if'alan. So the fourth bab, you should have a page from this morning or from last week. Do you have the page? Okay, bismillah. Af'ala yuf'ilu if'alan. Again, af'ala yuf'ilu if'alan. Again, try memorize. Af'ala yuf'ilu if'alan. Af'ala yuf'ilu if'alan. Again, af'ala yuf'ilu if'alan. Again, af'ala yuf'ilu if'alan. Okay, next two is going to be muf'ilun muf'alun. Say those two. Muf'ilun muf'alun. Let's say all 5. Af'ala yuf'ilu if'alan muf'ilun muf'alun. Again, af'ala yuf'ilu if'alan muf'ilun muf'alun. Last two. Af'il la tuf'il. Again, af'il la tuf'il. Online. Af'ala yuf'ilu if'alan muf'ilun muf'alun. Af'il la tuf'il. Again, af'ala yuf'ilu if'alan muf'ilun muf'alun. Af'il la tuf'il. Again, af'ala yuf'ilu if'alan muf'ilun muf'alun. Af'il la tuf'il. Try the part, inshallah. See if you can mention memory, or at least on the page. Just 2 minutes. Your homework is to memorize the first line. In terms of the quality of this bab, bab number 4, the main quality of bab number 4 is also causation. Causation. Not all the time, but most times it's going to be causation. For example, the second word there is anzala. Anzala. What does nazala mean on the first bab? It doesn't mean to send down, it means to descend. When something descends, that's in the first bab. When something itself comes down. So anzala is going to mean what? To cause something to descend, to send down. So anzala means to cause something to descend, which means to send down. So anzala, he sent down. The quality of the causation on the second bab and the fourth bab. Yeah. There is a slight difference between the second bab and the fourth bab. It's not always going to apply, but often going to apply. Because second bab, what's the second bab of nazala? So we have the word nazala. Nazala. That's the first bab. On the second bab is going to be what? Nazala. So nazala. On the fourth bab is going to be what? Anzala. Oops, sorry, anzala. What? I said fourth bab. Did I say fourth? No, what about third now? Third isn't here invited to this part here. There's only a part here 1, 2 and 4. Okay. So nazala on the first bab means to come down, to descend. Nazala on the second bab means what? Causation. Not all the time, but often in the causation, which other means you cause something to come down, or otherwise send down. Anzala, fourth bab, also has causation, which means cause something to come down. Sometimes the semantic difference is that the causation here has often the implication of stages. When something is done in stages, and this is done in one go. Okay, so for example, Allah says, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم إنا أنزلناه في ليلة القدر. Verily we أنزلناه, we cause it to come down in the night of power and decree. So the question asked is, didn't the Quran come down over 23 years? Why is Allah saying we cause the Quran to come down in one night? You understand? From the Lawhil Mahfuz to the lowest heaven. To the lowest heaven. But was it in piecemeal or in one go? One go. So it's more appropriate to use anzalna instead of nazzalna. You with me? So there's a slight difference between the type of causation. The type of causation. So often you find when it comes to the other books, the Torah and the Injil, I think I didn't do a proper study, but it appears that they mostly use anzalna. And when it comes to Quran, they mostly use nazzala. You with me? Because nazzala is over a period. Like for Musa, the 10 Commandments, the story goes, come down in one go. You with me? So it's more the anzala. In fact, at the beginning of Surah Al-Imran, Allah speaks about that. Nazala, okay, yes, okay, Allah is anzala and nazala in the beginning of Surah Al-Imran. Our projectors are not working today. So, let's get the Mus'haf quickly. At the beginning of Surah Al-Imran, Allah says, Alif Lam Mim, where are we now? Where's here? No, Allah says, Ya Nazzala alayka al-kitab. Nazzala alayka al-kitab means what? Nazzala means what? He sent down. He sent down alayka upon you, O Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the book. So the coming of the book upon Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was done in one go or over stages? Stages. So it's more appropriate to use the causation of the second bab. بالحق مصدقا لما بين يديه وأنزلت, and then okay, this carry on. نزل عليك الكتاب بالحق مصدقا لما بين يديه, with truth confirming that which came before it. وأنزل التوراة والإنجيل, and he sent down the Torah and the Injil. When Allah speaks of the Torah and the Injil, He says Anzala. When He speaks upon you, O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, He says Nazzala. You with me? So they're both causation, but they have different connotations, different understanding. Okay, let's go back here. Arsala. Arsala means what? Sometimes not exactly causation, but arsala means to send as well. To send this. For example, the word risala. Risala means what? A letter, a message. So arsala means when you cause a risala. When you send something. So arsala, like Rasul is the messenger. So arsala means to send. So what's the ismul fa'il of arsala? Arsala yursilu irsalan. Mursil is the ismul fa'il, and what's ismul maf'ul? So what is the messenger? Is the messenger mursil or mursal? Arsala, he is sent. Yursilu, he is sending. Irsalan, sending. Mursil is what? Sender. Mursal, the one who is sent. The one who is sent. So Allah is the Mursil and the messenger is the Mursal. Mursal. You know what I mean? Mursal means the one who is sent, so the messengers are Mursal. Therefore, the Quran speaks about Mursalin. Mursalin. You know what I mean? So, Mursil is the sender. The messenger is not the sender, he is the one who's been sent. You know what I mean? Allah said, you the messenger, you must go. So, he is the Mursal, he is the one that has been sent. So, Mursal you often find in the Quran. Next one, Aslama. Aslama means what?
To submit.
Naam, to submit. But also, what's the first verb of Salima? What does Salima mean? If you look at the word Salima on the first verb, where's my dictionary? Here we go. No, it's me on the second verb, Salama. On the first verb, Salima, we have here. Salimaya, to be safe, to be sound, to be unharmed. So Aslama means what?
Safety.
When you cause safety to yourself, when you cause soundness to yourself. Do you know what I mean? Someone says yes, it means submit also, but I'm saying there's the addition thing of safety and security. Because when you take shahada, you actually enter into a space of safety, in a space of wholeness, into a space of protection, into a space of soundness. And if you're out of shahada, you're in a place of danger. You with me? Because you have no faith. It's a dangerous space to be. There's long-term consequence. Whereas you enter into shahada, into Islam, you enter into a place of safety, security, soundness, wholeness, all of those things. All of those are linked to the root letters. Ahsana means what? Hasan means something beautiful, something good. So what does ahsan mean? Like on the first bab, hasuna. On the first bab, hasuna means when someone is beautiful. If I say hasuna or rajulu, it means not the man did good, it means the man himself is good. He's handsome, he's beautiful, he's appealing. Or hasunat al-bintu means the girl is beautiful, for example. But ahsan here means to cause goodness, to cause beauty. So look here, so ahsana yuhsinu, what's the master? Ihsan. You did ihsan before? Ahsana yuhsinu ihsan. Ihsan is what? Is the causing of beauty, the causing of goodness. Next one is going to be question. So next one is going to be, I'm just looking for this. Oh, I was mistaken. Nafaqa. So nafaqa. What does nafaqa mean? Nafaqa means to provide. Interesting here. So the word on the first bab is nafiqa. There's nafaqa and there's nafiqa on the first bab. Nafiqa means when something is used up or spent or run out or exhausted. Do you know what I mean? When there's nothing left anymore. That's nafiqa. So what's anfaqa? Is where you cause something to become exhausted. So you have your wallet. So nafaqa is you take everything out of here and you give it. You with me? Because you're causing this to become empty. So it means to give, to spend. But I'm trying to give you the linguistic link to the first part. You with me? So yes, anfaqa means to spend. But I'm saying linguistically it means to cause something else to become empty, which is your wealth. No. So anfaqa means to spend. Yeah. Like the ulama say what? The ulama say that every child can come with their own rizq. What they don't tell you is that child eats their own rizq. They come with their rizq but they also eat their own rizq. They eat their own fees, they eat their own food and stuff. So they come with their rizq but they eat the rizq also. No, alhamdulillah. Okay. Next one is ashraka. On the first bab, sharika means to become a partner. To become a partner is sharika. To share with someone is sharika. So ashraka means what? When you cause someone to become a partner. You with me? You cause someone to become a partner. So it's fine in normal stuff, but it's not fine when it comes to Allah. That's fine for business, we like it. Partnerships, that's fine. So shirka in business is fine. But ashraka on the fourth bab means when you cause a partner. When it comes to Allah, it's obviously polytheism, that's shirk. So ashraka means to cause a partner, to deem a partner.
Is it a word commonly used?
What's this?
Ashraka. Because of the shirk.
Yeah, so ashraka, yushriku, ishraka. What's the ism fa'il? Mushrik. So mushrik is a lot in the Quran. The mushrik.
Normal Arabic, when people use it, say like I'm in a partner with him, would they say I'm shirking
Yeah,
with him?
a shirka is a company.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah, in Arabic a shirka is a partnership. Yeah, so it's commonly used in Arabic as a partnership. No. Musharaka means when two people share something else. That's the third bab. Sharaka yushariku, it's mutuality. Two people are going to, like it's like a partnership, association, union, and so on. It's commonly used. Okay, so you can make shirk when it comes to business. That's fine. Obviously, as a joke, I'm saying, in the context. Linguistically speaking, you make shirk. In other words, you can make partnerships in business with other people. Just be careful nowadays. I can't make so many jokes. Let's go back to our lesson. So now the homework. Memorize same thing. Memorize the first bab. Write out the other babs with translation. Okay, write the other babs, especially the fourth bab. You must get used to it, inshallah. Okay, so let's Bismillah, Surah Al-Fatiha.